Hi, welcome to Moina Bass Fishers. I'm Jim Moina, professional bass fisherman. In this video, I'm going to discuss my third day of practice for the 2024 Bassmaster Open on Lake Okeechobee. We get 5 days, well, 4.5 days to practice, so I got 1.5 days left. And so far, I haven't caught a whole lot. I'm really good at catching fish in the last hour of the day, which doesn't do you any good because we're going to be off the lake by that time. Typically, weigh-ins start around 3 o'clock or so and go till, everybody comes in flights, so you probably have about 8 or 9 flights. And those last flights will probably come in close to 5, 4:30, maybe 5. Depends how the tournament decides to do it. But the point is, I'm good at catching fish late in the day, and that doesn't do me any good. So, um, I haven't caught any big ones yet. I've caught a few 3 pounders, 3.5 pounders, but not many. And that's really not that big for a Florida bass. So, the Toyota Series tournament took, I don't know, like 24 pounds a day, something like that, to win for 3 days. I mean, I haven't caught a 4 pounder yet, and this guy averaged that many. But I'll say this: they hit prime weather. A lot of fish hit the beds really hard. A big chunk of the field caught fish pretty good. In fact, to get a check, I think it took 14 pounds a day to just get a check, which is pretty darn good. Um, so, but right now, I'm struggling to. I mean, I'm struggling, just flat out. So, but I don't think the fish will bite. I don't think we'll see quite the weight that what they saw in that Toyota Series tournament. I'm thinking. We had this big front came through yesterday, and today I don't know. I went to an area where traditionally there's fish, and there was a lot of boats around. So I know it's a good area because anytime you go to Okeechobee, if you're in an area with a lot of other bass boats, then that's a good area. But I didn't catch but one keeper out of that area, and I spent several hours just working that whole vicinity, and so that was kind of disappointing. So I don't know. I got a day and a half left, so we're just gonna have to just keep fishing. I know what kind of baits to like. With the front when the front comes through, a lot of times flipping stick's a good bet. Put on a punching outfit of some kind, and by punching I mean a Texas rig with like a 3/4 ounce to a 2 ounce sinker, depending on how heavy the cover is. So I actually did a lot of that today, and that's how I caught that one keeper I mentioned. But man, I did so much of that with just that one keeper. So late in the day, I caught some fish on moving baits, but again, that's late in the day. It doesn't really count. You can't count that. I've been here. I've been here in the past many times where it seems like I'm really good at late in the day fish here. I'm talking going back to my early years coming here, back in around the year 2000, the early 2000s and late 1990s. My first few times here, I remember just getting on really good bites late in the day, and then that bite, that pattern, you cannot duplicate it. You cannot come back and catch them that way in the middle of the day. You just can't. Or at least a lot of times I couldn't. So that's why I don't get too excited about these late in the day catches, especially on this body of water. So anyhow, I think what I'm gonna have to do is, well, I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna do because I just gotta sleep on it. I just need to get some confidence and get an area where I'm confident in, because what I like to do on this body of water is get into one section of the lake and just pound it. And I don't think I have that yet. Maybe. We'll see. I mean, I am learning some things. I am learning where not to go. I'm learning where potentially there's some fish, but I don't have many potential spots like that. So anyhow, that's it for um, this video, because I really can't think of anything else that was unusual. I mean, today it was super windy in the morning. The water temperature cooled off nearly 10 degrees since yesterday. Yeah, so I did try some moving baits, and like I said, late in the day they bit them, but I really don't think they're going to bite them early. At least today they won't. Maybe there's a chance that by the tournament they'll start biting moving baits again early. It's just kind of a thing. We'll wait and see and find out. You won't know until you actually try it. So, other than that, it was sunny, windy, wind out of the northwest, something like that. I have seen a lot of the lake. I've seen a bunch of the lake now. I've been all over the place. I'll sample a little bit here, sample a little bit there. Today I sampled one area for quite some time. Just trying to look for weeds and the right kind of weeds, and look for water clarity and the right kind of water clarity. And now I know, basically now I know there's no hydrilla in this lake. I saw one little tiny area, like half an acre in size, of hydrilla. It was dead. It was completely dead hydrilla. I found that back in Moonshine, but I mean, I didn't catch any fish around it. I mean, it was dead, just nasty looking hydrilla. It wasn't anything good looking. I've seen a little bit of coontail back in some of the really protected backwater areas, just sprigs of it, not like massive floating mats of it. So I'm not seeing that. So what you are seeing is just all the emergence. I mean, even the lily pads aren't doing that well. I mean, I've seen so many more lily pads here in the past than what I am now. There just aren't that many. And of course, there's no eelgrass, there's no cabbage, there's no hydrilla, no kabamba, no nothing. It's just a lot of cattails and a lot of bulrushes, and I think they call it pennywort. There are some pennywort mats which aren't holding any fish for some reason. I think that's what they call that stuff. It's like little round, and then also some of the I've seen some alligator grass too, but those are emergents as well. But no submergents that are actually rooted into. There's no milfoil, nothing like that. So, and you have a lot of these areas look so much the same. You have cattails, and then you have this pennywort or alligator grass or whatever, and dead cattails blowing into the cattails. So you have this big buffer of just floating mats all around. Wherever there's cattails, you have this buffer of just junk right up against the cattails in a lot of places. And of course, that's not holding fish for some reason. It's holding gar, a lot of gar. Man, the biomass of gar in this lake is incredible. Lots of gar. They're just, you can get into areas where there's just oodles of them. All right, well, I'm going to end this video. Thanks for watching. I got tomorrow a full day of practice, and then Wednesdays are half day, and then registration. So anyways, thanks for watching. Over.